Today is episode number 1187. Topic title for the day, You Are Well. And I'm going to tell you why we're going to talk about that subject today. You are well, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now. And I want to start by just asking a question. Like, have you ever noticed that it's in times that are tough, which some of you are probably going through right now, but that we actually grow stronger because that's when we're being stretched. That is when God is developing our character. That's when he's preparing us for promotion in our life. But stretching, sometimes that's uncomfortable. But if we keep kind of the right mindset, the right perspective, we're going to come out better than the past, better than before. And here's the key though. The key is to remain at peace, to remain at rest, because even if you look at, let's just take the example of the Apostle Paul, just as an example. He prayed that the people would have the courage to endure whatever came their way. Think about that. He didn't pray that God would remove the trials, that God would deliver them instantly. He prayed that they would have the strength to go through. And so the circumstances we have right now, they're not going to change until we change. So we have to have the strength, and we have to pray that we will have the strength to endure whatever situation it is that we're going to have in our life. So you've got to make a decision to turn the situation over to God and stop worrying about it. You've got to not allow it to dominate the thoughts and dominate your words. Like, even though that the situation might be hard right now, even though that you may not like it, you've got to remember that you are growing, that God has a plan. He has a purpose for every single thing in your life. And you may not be able to see it right now, but he has promised that he will not allow anything to come into your life unless we can ultimately get something good that will come from that. Do you guys believe that? If so, go ahead and put a 111 inside the chat if you believe that ultimately something good is going to come from these different setbacks, trials, tribulations, and adversities. Okay, 111 inside the chat. Okay, perfect. So this should take a little bit of pressure off of you, because it means that if our prayers are not being answered right away, or maybe the way that we want, God must have something better in store for us, because he knows what is best for our life. And so you can believe that all things are going to work together for your good. You've got to determine that in your heart. Like, you've got to determine in your mind that you are not going to be depressed because your business hasn't grown the way that you wanted it to grow. Instead, you're going to stay in peace, trusting. And that, to me, from my own experience, that has been incredibly liberating as far as a way to live. Like, you're not going to live frustrated because your plans don't work. If you remain at rest and you will hold your peace, the battle isn't yours. It says that the battle's the Lord's. And so today, my message is stay in peace. We must keep a smile on our face. Okay. We've got to have a good attitude day in and day out, regardless of the circumstances around us. Don't let the obstacles that you're facing right now become the central focus of your existence. Sometimes I think we take the situations we're in right now and is the most important thing there. Nothing else is important. It becomes the central focus, but it's the very thing that drains us physically and emotionally. So you've got to keep pressing forward. Remember, and I do read the good book. It says that weeping may endure for night, but joy comes in the morning. And guess what? It's morning for some of you, so you can rest. You don't need to be all stressed out and worried every single day. Okay. You need to know that everything is going to be all right. Like, I found that some people's faith is tied to their circumstances. When the circumstances are good, their faith is up. When the circumstances are not so good, their faith is down. But no matter what comes into your life, God is going to use it for your good. You've got to believe that. So as much as you desire to become better, it's important for you to understand that not everything that God does is about you. Sometimes God will ask you to suffer for somebody else. Okay. Sometimes he's going to take you through a challenging experience that you can help other people in need besides yourself. In fact, I remember a guy said one time, when you focus on serving and helping other people, there will be so much more of you to find. Sometimes we get so focused on what we want that we allow it to consume us. I've known people who are not going to be happy until they get married. They're not going to be happy until the business grows, until they hit the next rank, or until they have a bigger trading account, or that they get out of a certain situation. But it's absolutely imperative that we turn these situations over to God. We learn to be content right where we are right now. Because sometimes we get so consumed with our goals and our dreams, so consumed with all these different things that we want, and about overcoming an obstacle, that's all that we ever think about. It's all that we ever talk about. It's all that we ever pray about. And we're not going to be happy unless it comes to pass exactly the way that we want. Perhaps you've been too focused on what you don't have and what you can't do and what's going wrong with your life. You've got to make this decision. Turn it over to God. Because look, the good book says, cast your burdens on the Lord and he will sustain you. When you do that, the battle is not yours. The battle is the Lord's. So I want to ask, in fact, I want you to ask God to give you the strength to endure, and rest assured, he's going to take care of you. I promise. I want you to say that. I'm going to say that I love you guys. I believe in you. I know that great things are coming for you. I want you to take this message and apply it today. It is that things are going to work out, that things are well. In fact, not only that they're going to work out, things are working out in my favor. So I'm going to turn it over to him. I'm going to make it. So until next time, guys, we'll see you at the top and on the other side of success. I hope that you like the message. This is Brandon Boyd signing off. We will talk to you guys very, very soon. Have a good day, everyone.